and he looks like he's sort of becoming his old self.
2 Spaniards left in the event. Sergio and Rom.
Correct. Same kind of target. Yeah. Exactly. Beautiful.
Sergio advancing in the most dramatic way possible. A hole-in-one in the playoff to beat Lee Westwood.
And that was after he'd missed a 6-footer straight up the hill on this hole. To put an end to things, number of holes tied, and all of a sudden, the ace on 4.
Thank you.
MackenzieHughes.
Yeah.
Good one.
This will be a fun day for Mackenzie. He's a good young player, hits the ball really well, so won on the PGA Tour. But you're going up against one of the greats of all time, especially in match play.
Those ways and try to stick with that. But, you know, he could throw it right at it or use the slopes. I think the right-hand slope's probably better because you won't have as much chance if it hits the sideboard to spin it backwards. It might take some of that spin and move it to the left towards the hole. And there's the other way. Just drop it right in behind the hole.
Well calculated, well executed. He's a fine young player and a really good ball striker, MackenzieHughes. Hits a heavy, sort of a penetrating flight.
Sergio's got 85 yards. I walked over and got close just to double check the lies to make sure they were okay. Sergio, the number on Sergio's ball is 85. Now that's the yardage he has right here, coincidentally, but 85 usually a number that golfers want to avoid and not put on their golf ball. This going along is going to try to utilize that back stop just like that.
The old another?
Wow.
This guy's accurate.
His proximity numbers this week, Robert, have been off the charts. He's really dialed with the irons and playing with a real confidence. Comes in here. Remember who he was playing alongside.
I bet you're even good enough to remember who they were playing against.
I need to think on this for a little while. You know what? I think you've got me.
It was Stuart Sink and Zach Johnson.
Really?
But it was to end the match, and that's what Sergio did yesterday. MackenzieHughes, well, you got to imagine he's pretty happy that Sergio may have gotten that out of his system yesterday, although Sergio just about dropped it on him right here.
I think MackenzieHughes has been around long enough to know that Sergio's not going to be a soft touch in match play. You can just put that out of your head right now. You can win in match play by playing mediocre if your opponent plays poorly, but you sure are not going to count on that for Sergio, not in match play.
Well, Mackenzie's lone win on the PGA Tour came in extra holes, so he's a little used to the match play format and all the international folks. Mackenzie, obviously from Canada. There's a lot of match play that is played, and there's an art to the game. And I'll tell you what, this is a really good experience because in Quail Hollow next year, President's Cup, I have a feeling this man may see a lot of action.
Do you have any inside information on the President's Cup?
You know what, if I did, I wouldn't be sharing any of it right now.
That's smart, man.
Wow. In there about 7 feet away, and it's more than twice as far away as Sergio was, and a conceded par for MackenzieHughes. Doesn't feel like that's going to be enough.
Well, we're seeing some action on this first hole. Fleetwood won it. Horschel won it. Now it looks like Sergio's going to win. .3 feet 1 inch, and sometimes this distance scares Sergio more than those wedges or short irons that he's been holing out do.
The stroke, however, this week has looked a lot more fluid. If he makes a mistake, the backstroke travels inward and he hooks putts. Things have been a lot more online this week thus far.
Well, he got his win at Sanderson Farms putting with his eyes closed.
He's been doing
I know
that
a couple
for a
other
while
golfers
still.
that have won with their eyes closed, but they don't like to admit it.